Hope everybody doing good. We chilling. We maxing. We're gonna get this L lit. We're gonna walk to the park. I just want to take one of them nice little walks. I'm gonna change the picture, man. Shout out to Mexico, man. Hold on. The fuck going on, y'all? What's popping, man? How y'all doing? Arms up, nigga. What's popping, nigga? What up, folk? We outside, we inside, we everywhere, man. Walking to the pit of the dark. You know how we do. Got the kicks going. We live and direct. You know what the fuck popping. I'm outside, baby. About to smoke this Elski. You already? Motherfuckers is looking at the jewels and shit, not knowing this shit for Gaga. Light a nigga face up real quick. But what up, folk? What up? Let me fix the hat. The audio be changing. But what up, y'all? You here, man? Wear this fucking jersey 17 days in a row, man. But what up, everybody? Hope everybody doing good. We chilling, we maxing, we relaxing. I gotta change the motherfucking my thing, man. What up? What up? What up, everybody? I'm gonna give it the usual 5 minute skis. 10:10 is a good time, man. But by the time I get to the park, I'm just gonna light up, smoke something, chill, relax, and we're gonna talk about it, man. There's a lot going on in this earth, man. Let me pop up, see what happens. See what happens. You could provide one of the best lives for a person. You could make sure the kids grow, you know what I mean? To the point where they're all successful. You could you know, you could build, man. And in this lady's eyes, man, she figured, you know, I guess he said this is what he said. He goes, shorty goes, I just need something different. You know what I mean? Yo, that's diabolical, bro. I'm with you 30 years. Now the money good, you want to leave? You should have left your dumb ass when I was building. You know what I mean? It's almost like chess moves, man. You get to the point of financial stability and you think everything is peachy creamy, and then you look to the left and motherfucking divorce papers. Like, what? Now you want to leave me? As soon as I get to the bag? That's crazy work, man. And honestly, yeah, Jeep, get whatever you get, man. Just let me know, man. I'm here to see it, man. But Ethan in the building. What the fuck going on, Ethan? How you doing, bro? Everything good, man? Let's go Knicks once again. Let's go Mexico, man. Mexico did they damn thing on that soccer field, man. So if you don't know, World Cup going on, Mexico versus the Czech Republic. They beat their ass. I think it was 3-0. By halftime, they were up 2. And if, yo, folk need to understand, in the game of soccer, if it's 3-0, really hard to do that comeback. Really hard to make that comeback when it's 3-0. 1-0, yeah, we could try to tie it up and push, you know what I mean? But when it's 3-0, the way soccer is, man, running back and forth on that field, you know what I mean? The penalties, all the shit that goes on with that football soccer stuff. Word, man. Shout out to Mexico. And if you don't know, I'm in fucking California. So when Mexico wins, California, aka its brother state, whoo, motherfuckers out here with the trucks with the flags flying. You heard? But what's poppin', Ethan? Where we going, man? We just chilling, man. We going to the park. You know how I like to do, man. Ethan, if you got a park next to you, man, just walk there. My mother always told me, get your ass walking, man. It's good for your lungs. But yo, hit me with the thumbs, man. Hit me with the thumbs. We fucking outside, man. I'm doing this for y'all, man. The weather is nasty. But I'm out here, man. We got skateboarders still doing their thing out here. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, this park has a skate rink type shit. You know what I mean? For the skateboarders. But what type of Jeep you want, Ethan? Talk to me, E. What we doing, Ethan? What type of Jeep we talking, man? I'm gonna go set up. We're gonna smoke. We're gonna converse about, LeVar Ball, women, Amber Rose. We just gonna talk our shit, everybody. Yeah, what type of Jeep, man? I suggest, if you got the money, go back to try to get that Raptor. A Raptor looks amazing, man. And I'm not an automobile type guy, but it looks fly. You know what I'm saying? What's poppin', everybody? Wait till I'm gonna get to this little location, smoke my shit right now. We gonna marinate. You know how it fucking does. Let's go Knicks, nigga. Yo, shout out to Mexico and the Knicks, man. Mexico about to bring that motherfucking chip to. Now I'm chilling. I'm walking in this park. It's a little park next to the crib. Motherfuckers got the mowing and you smell that grass in the nose. But yeah, man, the fuck is popping? Hold on, let me set up, man. Yeah, we got the shade ski. Woo-wee! That's what the fuck I like, just marinating. Oh god, armpits getting heavy. But what up, y'all? What's popping? What's popping, everybody? Talk to me. Yo, what's good? Hey, yo, Nene, hey, what's popping? Nene, D in the fucking building. What's going on, co-host? How you living? How you doing? Yo, can I tell you? I'ma change the motherfucking uh my little the picture, the thumbnail. But yo, this is all going to segue beautifully. So we're gonna talk about Amber Rose looking like fucking Grandma Rose. She ain't auntie no more. Bitch is grandma. We're gonna talk about motherfucking LeVar Ball breaking up with. Yo, as soon as I get to the bag, you gonna leave me? You gonna leave in the fucking trunk? You stupid. Okay, next one. The third and the closing chapter of it all is I need y'all to go see Obsession. These motherfuckers lost their mind. Some of these females out here lost their goddamn minds. And the movie was more based supernatural. It was based upon a wish he made. But let me tell you, you don't even got to make a wish for Obsession to overcome. And it's both parties because the man was very feminine. He was very into fucking fiending for Shorty. As soon as Shorty opened the door, he was fronting like he ain't want it. You know what I mean? And that's the goofy ass look. But what up, Nene? What's poppin'? Good morning, everybody. Hit me with them thumbs up. You know how the fuck we do. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. It's $8, random. But what's going on, man? LeVar Ball broken up, man. And he's such a good, them old school guys, they just good at what the fuck they doing. You know what I mean? Like nothing could crush them. It's almost like I'ma leave. What's that word called when you leave like everybody leaves at a good, you know what I mean? Like damn, what's that word, man? Not symbolic, like you know what I mean? And they when people break up and they leave like, peacefully, right? There's no drama, there's no it looks like that, but what he says is, yo, she wants something different. When a female says that, strictly means she wants a different pipery, son. Yo, shout out to Drake's baby moms getting married. There's a lot of cool stuff going on in the world, and there's a lot of crazy shit. But I need you guys to go see Obsession. That shit is heavy. That shit was crazy. Hit me with the thumbs up. I'll talk about Obsession. I think that's a 9.5 out of 10. Great ass movie. Did not think that movie was going to be that crazy. It was either Leviticus or Obsession. And we took, my wife's daughter, you know what I mean? And she loved it, bro. She liked it. You know what I mean? It was dope. But let's talk about it, man. His wife had a stroke in 2017. I thought they never break up. You're talking about the dad. Yeah. Isn't that foul, man? Like I see more videos where if the woman's in intensive care or dealing with a situation, the man is right there. And the only story I could say is Carucci with Dion, right? But a lot of women be dipping, you know what I mean? And it is what it is too. Because when women go to jail, a lot of sucker niggas bounce too. You know what I'm saying? So, it's vice versa. But it hurts because like I'm old school. I want to see these relationships go 40, 50, 60 years. I want to see motherfuckers with the same pops, with the same moms and shit like that. You know what I mean? You don't want to have, a stepdad or a boyfriend. That shit makes shit funky. You know what I mean? In the family, if it's not done right. You know what I mean? And this don't look like it's gonna be done right because it looks like she just wants to have fun. You know what I mean? She got over her stroke. You know, she probably got the lean and shit, and she still think niggas gonna want to hit. No, niggas gonna want that paper. That's all people want. Amber Rose, like, I don't understand it. Why only young men holler at me, nigga? Because the older guys ain't gonna pay for that no more. That shit is done. Put a time stamp on it, and it's over. Amber, please, Amber, we gotta look into the face shoes, man. Look at that shit. Look how diabolical, man. It says she getting dragged, Amber Rose, for looking older and supporting Bozo the Clown. Damn, there's a tick on the table. But yeah, man, crazy. After 3 kids and over 20 years of marriage, she wants a divorce. Yeah, and and then like I said, man, I'm old school. I want them. I want it because it's good for society to see. Oh shit! Because when we were younger and we was like, yo, yeah, grandma, how, you know what I mean? Now, my grandmoms, whatever. But you would say, yo, how long y'all been together? Oh, 30, 40, 50 years. That shit used to be dope. Because if you know time, like you with that same person for 40, 50 years, that shit means a lot. Now motherfuckers can't even stand each other for 5 minutes. And you know how that go. Women divorce, and then they gonna have they Instagram reels or whatever, TikTok reels talking about I shouldn't have done this. This was the wrong move. Of course it's the wrong move. You lucky your kids they aged. You know what I mean? Because if the kids wasn't aged, that's when it fucking is funky. Word. After 3 kids, 30 years of marriage, man. That shit sucks. Yo, homie said an old white man. You ain't lying. You are not. You never lie. And Amber look like a motherfucking word, man. And this is why, there's no hate in Amber. This is just collectively to tell women out there, yo, stop thinking that your youth card is gonna last forever. That shit fades, man. And if you don't got the mind, if you don't got some type of situation that you built, niggas is gonna pass, man. The young guys are gonna hit it up. And she said something crazy. She goes, the young guys like coming over because I got snacks, I cook, and it's like, yeah, Bozo the Clown. But Shorty looking diabolical, y'all. Shorty looking diabolical, man. And I'm not, like I said, this stream ain't gonna be hating her. This is gonna be I'm formulating all together to bring it. You know what I mean? Everything gonna make sense at the end of the shit. But like even men, men that think they face car gonna last forever. No, you better have something backing. You better be a nice person. You better either, have the bag. You better have, the third leg. You better be doing something right. And that's the difference when it comes to women. Like, um, you know what happens? Like, it's almost the same though. Like if a girl, this is why some women don't tell they homegirls that they man got good vitamin D, because girls are fucking diabolical, right? But the flip side is when niggas do the same shit, yo, shorty head game is crazy. Shit happens too like that, you know what I mean? But it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? However you call it, it's fucked up that people, it's almost like the YouTube streamer shit. Like these kids thought the money was gonna come forever. They thought the crib was gonna last forever. Now what we see streamers begging, GoFundMe's. You see motherfuckers, asking and begging they fans and shit. Yo, you stupid motherfucker. You had all that money, and now You fucked up. You had all this money to do the right thing with, and you just fucked up the bag. You understand me? There's a lot going on outside, but I gotta see what my co-host saying. I'm just trying to walk. What up? Because she's playing mommy. Yeah, yo. All I know is like, how can I say it's like damn, it's a beautiful park, y'all. But the sun is beaming. I'm gonna go find a spot over here, man. Let me go. I just need like one of those poles I could put my thing on. But long story short, man, these fools blew through money like water. Yo, Nen. First of all, they say 85% of consumption based is females, right? That's 85%. Why you think they have the jobs? Because they guarantee to spend like a motherfucker, right? So long story short, man, um, we got these streamers, we got a lot of, and this is like, these young guys don't even understand. When we were younger, they weren't giving us money like that. They were not trying to hand a young nigga any type of millions. They was not trying to. The most you had was working a 9 to 5 and whatever hustle you had. So your hustle was the real breadwinner, right? But to think motherfuckers was giving millions, 10 million, 20. Some of these guys, some guy was saying he made like, you know, 150K a month, a week, or some weird shit, right? And now he's like, yo, I'm down to 20K. I feel broke. I'm like, yo, you was getting 150 a week and you didn't save, you didn't put 130 and just fuck with 20. Who the fuck is spending 20K a week, nigga? What is you doing? And that's what happened. A lot of these motherfuckers was showing off for the gram, showing off for people who didn't give a fuck. And now you fast forward, these niggas is dead broke, no money in their pocket, they crying, they looking crazy, they back in their mom's crib. In fact, they don't even show you the background they in. You know, you got grown ass men having sleepovers, like that shit is cool. This whole fucking world is buggy. And look, I don't have a problem, man. You going to your man's crib having a good time, to the Ray J's, the Sauce Walkers, the Adrian Broners that are, everybody, you know, riding Dina Great's wave a little bit, right? But at the end of the day, man, good you have it. If you make income per week, per month, please stack it. There's no reason to live above your means. First of all, make sure your mom's or you have a crib paid off for, so when shit does hit the fan, you got something to lay on, right? A lot of these fools lose it all. Imagine that chain you bought for 150 gone. You pawned it. The house, the government took it and they auctioned it for a quarter of the value you paid. Motherfucking the cars sold, auctioned for a quarter of the price, for half of the. You know what I mean? Yo, there's no winning. The only way you could win, and yes, I even said it like, yo, there's a lot of rich motherfuckers like, yo, I gotta spend this bitch. You can't keep it. They tax you, right? Fine. You spending it, spend it on shit that's worth. Niggas bought 20K, $20,000 Chrome Heart jeans, Balenciaga sweaters. None of them shits retain the value. So what happened? You bought this expensive Amari. Yo, think about Amari. Amari's not even in the trend, like the flow no more, nigga. You gonna see people wearing Amari because that's they man's giving them the old sweaters. People's hitting them with the jeans. Word, man. That's why fashion moved the way it does, so you can never be hip. You can't wear your jeans more than a year no more. Back in the days, you could do all of that. These youngsters have it easy. Then call, sit on their ass with their it's your cheeseburger. You perfect time in the war, spot. We out, baby. We dangling. You know what I mean? We dangling, mangling. But yo, we just talking about Amber Rose agent. We talking about I Want You and NAD and whoever's out there to go see Obsession. Cool ass movie. We caught a 8:39 showing. We okay. So my wife got kids. So one of her one of her daughter's birthday. So we went out Chili's. That's what she wanted, and we ate. You know what I mean? Bought the kids. Had a great time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know how I'm living. You know how I'm living, having a great time with the kids, y'all. Look at the little man, you know what I'm saying? But um, living life, you know what I mean? just Amber Rose and the Ball. Yeah, so LeVar Ball got divorced. I'm only bringing it up because my man, that's 30 years. That's 30 years with the same woman, man. And then you stood by her side when she had a stroke. You know how niggas would have left you? Yo, ma, you can't. You can't even give me, the knowledge no more. Meanwhile, as soon as she get ready and good, she back out there. She said she wanted something different. That's what she told him. A motherfucker that's bringing in millions. All three of his kids are successful, widely successful. Two of them play basketball. One of them has little rap career. I appreciate you, Nene. But it's like, yo, we gotta, and like I said, I don't know, you could have grandmothers and people talking shit now, like, yeah, if I would have left, you know what I mean? But nah, man, because if you would have left, look how society is now that people are leaving each other. It's just nasty. It is. Yo, when your grandparents or your moms, when you talk to them, and it's called anniversary, right? So every time my moms and pops they will be like, oh, today's, I really forgot when it was, but they will be like, oh, today's our thing, you know what I mean? And I would be like, oh, what's the number now? 28, 30, 30 something, you know what I'm saying? Almost 40 years with the same people. 40 something years my parents been together. That shit is beautiful to me. Yeah, that, like I say, step pops, but that's my pop pops. Word, man. So society standards, that shit rubs different. You understand? So you know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna cheer for couples, man. I'm a couple type man, man. I like when people succeed. I would like to, 5 years, I'm still doing my shit, and then they still with, you know what I mean? Chrissy still with, we still doing us, right? Yo, let me tell you, people don't understand, like, how can I say, when you get in relationships, right? And you bouncing and you get, each partner is a different world. Each partner is a different, you might have standards on the way she looks, or the type of female you want, but yo, everybody brain different. So you telling me I gotta readapt to somebody else now? Nah, man. I'm good. My wife right now got a lot of boxes checked. You heard? I ain't trying to play that game. Chorus in the fucking building. What's popping, Chorus? Yo, everybody, Chorus doing her thing, y'all. Monetized and full throttle with the foot on the gas. But I appreciate her. I appreciate the time and award she has. And word, man, the support will always be on my side. You're gonna see a thumbs up from Zay Dollar every day, all the time. You know what I mean? And when I have the, you know, opportunity, right? I hate when people like, I don't lie. I tell you guys the truth. When I shut this off, I do my, some shorts and shit like that. And then after this, I'm cleaning. And you know how time is when you older. This shit it flies. You know what I mean? Especially when you're not working. When you working, 9:05, nigga, I've been here for 10 hours already. Nigga, nah, nigga, you just got here 5 minutes ago. Word, man. Time is a funky little situation, man. Word, man. Hold on, let me like this stogie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder the park that I go to why I never see kids and shit outside is because it's like all I see is hood motherfuckers over here. You know what I'm saying? And I still got the jewels out, nigga. Like, I ain't trying to, test the waters either, but you know what I mean? You can't be scary everywhere you go either, right? I'm not bothering nobody, but I damn sure know how to defend myself. You gonna catch L's and elbows with this nigga, with this Puerto Rican, with this 5'10" Puerto Rican. Yeah, buddy. Can't say. Yo, cheeseburger. Can't say. What up, my Jeezys? I see a bunch of big ants walking around and shit like that. But word, man, we're gonna get talking as soon as I get to another situation where it's like you know what I mean? Like some shade. I think we're gonna go to the crib. I did a cool half hour walking, talking. Mind you, I'm talking, so people don't understand that. Zay be doing like 2 hours talking, and you know how some of my fans or people say, "Damn, you still talking, nigga?" So yeah, man. And I don't even think it's like more the gift of gab. I just think it's the gift of information. Like I knew when I was younger to listen, right? A lot of people were hearing one ear out the other type shit. I was really listening and absorbing shit. And I knew what to absorb. I knew many friends that would get D's and F's, but they knew every fucking line in a rap song. My mind wasn't like that. I couldn't remember lines like that. Give me a formula, give me a excerpt from a book, give me a 1492. You know what I'm saying? Landing in the Americas. I know what you know what I'm saying? But golly, Amber Rose looked like turkey neck, right? And you can't stop Father Time. This is why I told people when you living in this earth, right? You gotta have the responsibility within self to, approach this thing we call life, earth, in a cool manner. Don't burn bridges. Don't talk shit. The only cool thing I like is she don't talk shit about Wiz, but the way she brings Wiz up is like he was a simp to her. Like I caught one, right? You know, she wishes she caught Kanye. I'll tell you that. But I bet that motherfucker had the rubbers on. But it's corny because she got interviews where she goes, I'm successful for being nobody. Like you was a stripper. It's not like you was a doctor or have these. And it's not like during the time from when she met Kanye to now, she went back to college. You know how cool that would have been for her? Think about it like that, audience. You know how dope as fuck it would have been if Shorty Doo-Wop, while she was in this little process of getting showered with bread, vehicles, they paying her apartment or her house. She living amazing, right? Imagine if she took her brainium and she was doing she went back to college. A lot of times when you hear like Shaq graduated or that shit makes people feel good, like we could still do it, right? Imagine if she did that route instead of doing the slut route. Remember she had a parade called Slut Parade or some shit where no more slut shaming. You come out, you got 700 bodies, your Toto lips are hanging out. Like, yes, the fuck going on, man? And you know how our society is nowadays. They, stupid motherfuckers flock together, man. The sheeple effect is real nowadays. Like I never seen shit trend set faster than ever. At least us, when they had the cinnamon challenge, only a few of us did it, because we knew this shit was weirdo. But look what I found on the ground. The little chainito. I guess it broke and they ain't know how to fix it. So I'll keep it right here. Somebody to find. Some little kid to make this home. But word, man. Okay, hold on. Information. But these youngsters don't want listen. They know everything. Yo, they know everything and they got everything at the palm of their hands. We never had that. If you needed any information, you had to take your stupid ass to the library. Even when computers did come out, it wasn't that fast. Remember, we had 56K modem, that modem nonsense, KPS or whatever, per second, nigga. That shit was going, and then you would hear the phone, and if somebody picked up the phone to use it, your online was dead, man. So the shit is bugged out, man. What we talking about? Hold on, I'm gonna catch up. Boricua, what's up, cheeseburger? Yeah, buddy. Cabs here. What's poppin', cheese? How's everything, man? Hope everything, you doing good. Miami's gonna get flooded. You see how they boycotting Grand Theft Auto 6 because of the $100 price tag? You know what I don't understand? But as soon as let it release and somebody goes, yo, this game's fire. They're gonna have another bundle for 150. That one's gonna go through the waters. Niggas so backwards sometimes. Possibly in the fall when your kids go back to school. Yeah, chats are grimy with trolls. Yep, and you know that. People go, why you? I like this slot because it usually older folks are up at this time. The young kids. I remember me. I would go out party to 4, 5. Right? You wake up at 1, 2. You know what I mean? And you start your day. I took the shorts off and everything. Hold on. Acted like I was back in the crib. All right. But yeah, buddy. These motherfuckers don't know the opportunity they had, you heard? And like I said, if a young motherfucker could hear me and be like, oh shit, this nigga keeps talking about time. He keeps talking about information being more, worth more than actual money. Yeah, man. What you know? That's why I tell everybody right now, if you're young, pick up a trade, do one of them trade skis, and then motherfucking be careful of the mechanicry though. Pick up a trade like it maybe, try to be a foreman in a construction yard or a union, maybe plumbing. Plumbing still ain't going nowhere. Stick his little hand out shit. Yet. That'll be the day, right? You call the plumber and you see some shit roll up your stairs. Hello. 10642 bot fucking going to suck the fucking caca. Boricua, it's information that that these youngsters don't want to. Yeah, that's a fact. Then they true. Them trolls will come regardless. That's a fact, chorus. Look at the guy Alexander that used to be Amber Rose. He was with Cher and she's 80. Yo, that's a good segue, man. Niggas don't talk about that Tiger dude, Tiger's manager. Is he still with Cher? Yo, family, look, I already I ain't the flies motherfucker. I know I'm an age, gravity's gonna take, force. Things are gonna start, hanging, you know what I mean? Lower, motherfucker. Life is life, right? I already come to that grasp, that grip, right? That's why I'm very comfortable with my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, but long story short, man, like, that's why I take care of mines. And look, I'm getting that Amber Rose shit going on here, right? Like, that's because you smile a lot, right? But the skinnier you are is bad. That's why I'm plumping up, because when you plump up when you get older, it fills, those little wrinkle joints. But word, man, that dude messing, like, I don't understand that guy. He was just with Amber, then you see him messing with Cher, and we all kind of know it's for the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Tiger music slowed up. Chorus last week, I had a problem in the chat. I'm a tourist, so that their door got kicked in trying to troll me. Yup. Then you see Boosie getting ready to go back to jail. His bond may be revoked because of the fight at the bowling alley. Yes, last month he was charged with aggravated. Yo, Boosie, if you listen to this randomly, if your son what's his name, Tuki, whatever, if you ever get a hold of this, Boosie, yo, my man, you were inspiration. You survived. You did it. Let's tone down with the ghetto, man. Let's tone down. We know you're, yo, because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna Suge Knight you. And what I mean by that is, I call it the Suge Knight effect. Meaning, when Suge was the beast, he was the beast. But he started getting old. That's life, right? What happens with old? Your reaction time ain't the same. Your even Fat Joe said, yo, when I was Fat Joe, I could slap you and hurt you, right? Now I'm skinny, like my strength ain't. You getting older, Papa. Blowing L's and yo, the way they raise their kids is super wild. And I understand the statement. Yo, these ain't your kids. You ain't gonna tell me how to raise them. But don't get mad when they go to jail. Look at Ti. Look at Ti kid. That nigga the most harmless creature on earth. Goofy ass looking creature, right? And he wanna be a bad man instead of taking the other route and showing folk, yo, I got the bag, man. I ain't gonna act like that because I ain't grow up like that. I didn't have to. type shit, right? You had a great one. So instead, what do? They try to act ghetto, and that's why Ti sometimes I see failure in his face when he see his king. He don't see like he is almost like disappointment. Like King, they saw you grow up in the best life ever. You were not that guy. In fact, every time things do get heated, you always go to your pistola. I never seen you say, "Let's take it to the scrap. Let's go around the corner and throw these." You a little motherfucker, my guy. Niggas will drag you by your hair and put your teeth on the corner and stomp your fucking mouth. Stop playing. That's all I'm trying to say to these youngins or to folks. If you not built like it, it's okay. This is a different world. In fact, women would jack a nigga that's probably not messing with it like that. And why do you want a chick that's in that field anyway? So she could backdoor you? Goofy? Yeah, that part. Be careful, man. Trolls do help the views, though. That's a fact. Regardless of chorus, what's the timing on that? Like if somebody comes in for like, let's say 5 minutes, does it count as a view? Or is it 1 second therein it's a view? I never really got that. You know what I mean? If somebody could help me. Yo, look at my hairline came out. I did this myself, y'all. That's not bad, my nigga. I ain't tooing my own horn, but shit, man. If you don't know, man, I'm looking in 54 mirrors, man. Looking like the Matrix and shit like this. Ha. And then you know how one mirror make you look different, and you go, I'm about to jump in the shower and the other John. I look, my shit like this. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, oh, the other mirror ain't show me that. Yeah, that part. Yo, good looking everybody's $8 random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. What's popping? What's going on with Amber Rose face, man? That's all them heady mo jobs she was giving. You heard? Right here, ladies. If you get all fixation, right here, and right, your shit looking crazy, man. Shit looking real crazy. Why pay $100? That's a factory. I don't understand. After seeing the results, people still glorify this gangster lifestyle. It's prison or death. Salute Zay and hey man, Nene. Yo, what's going on, Amy? Yo, ain't that the factory? Like, Nen, they've been telling us this since little kids. Yo, there's only two routes: dead or in jail if you go this route. Everybody think they invincible. Everybody think they the toughest guy. Everybody think they gonna dodge them bullets. Let me tell you, to the motherfuckers that got locked up during, let's say they did a 10-year bid and they, from 2016, yo, that nigga, that's a blessing in disguise. You wasn't out here in these streets. And then you come out, some of them come out like that old boy and he gets murdered. Yeah, that part. Like you can't really think about who's the other dude? Remember the big boy, Bezu? Yo, there was this guy from Chicago, Bezu. The nigga was like my age, 44. Got out of the game, put in his work, should have had a stable name. But the thing is, out of sight, out of mind. You can't go there and chill. Like, there's kids that never met you, don't know you. They don't give a fuck what type of, you know what I mean? In fact, whenever you popping at the gums, yo, I did this, did that. They want to see what you could do now. That's the scary part about this shit. No one is invincible. And if you don't know that my favorite movie, Time, I wish everybody could look at their watch and be like, yo, I got like 5,500 hours. Oh shit, I gotta do something with this right here. I gotta help my mom's out so she isn't alone, crying. I gotta help my pops out and try to bond with him. You know what I mean? 2025, Nene. 2025, my nigga Bezu, man. And I heard he was a cool guy, man. They got they got footage of him. You know when I like footage when some of your killers are acting like like you think normal folk. Yeah, that's really who you are, homie. You really trying to just be a normal guy, man. All that other shit, that's an act. Yo, think about it like this. I cut this off, I get to be me, right? Yo, a dude that's portraying that image every day, he gotta uphold this nonsense. Guess what's gonna happen? You gonna meet a killer because killers attract killers. And it's gonna be Wild Wild West, whoever's the quicker to draw. You know how many times, let me tell you stories. How many times a nigga behind a car they shooting, he go left instead of right and it hit him, he gone? Like one decision making, one snap of a finger, you out of here. And they don't know what they leave behind: daughters, sons, broken-hearted girlfriends, wives, brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, fathers, mothers. you leave a plethora of people brokenhearted. And let's not talk about the cousins, because the cousins are the ones who get back, right? I'm sorry, man. I don't know when the process is gonna stop, but we need it to stop because nobody's winning. I don't care if you have a scoreboard and you say 9-8. It don't. You could be 9-3, nigga. You still lost three. You know who killed me the other day? Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates was talking about Mozzie, his man's. He just, sometimes death catch up to you, right? He finally realized what it means to not have that man around. Some people don't understand, when that person leaves, that guy was the guy I would call and he would make me feel for 5 minutes happier after working 50-hour weeks, right? And when you don't have that no more, that's why a lot of people become this monster, right? A lot of people lose and then they become a monster because they don't know how to deal with that pain. In the hood, we're not known to go check a therapist or go to school and check your counselor, right? Or guidance counselor. We're not known for that. So we harness it, we swallow it, we hold it, we bear it. But that shit don't. There's no way for it to turn but anger. Sometimes it turns into forgiveness, right? But a lot of times it don't, man. I'm just trying to be real with y'all, you know? Yeah, but most of these rappers are fake gangsters. Yeah. Yo, video. Uh, who's that guy? Little Woody? Wody? It's supposed to be Wody, but it's Woody, right? My man Woody, that was like, Thug's hitman. Long story short, allegedly. Let me just say that. Yo, he's talking about he don't respect Wayne and Plies, and you understand? He's like, yo, I met them in real life. They not like that. That's what I'm trying to tell these guys. Yo, you be careful how you talk. First of all, you ain't gonna have money forever. Security and shit holding you down. You gonna find out how much of a sucker you are when you hear stories like, "Yo, his man stole 50 bands. His manager stole 1 million." That's you only do that shit to sucker niggas. I'm sorry I talk like that, but it's real, man. Like I chill with niggas that do that, and it is what it is. Like I can't. Like as much positive I am, yo, fam, let's not rob this dude. Yo, let's not, yo, regardless, right? But I'm still saying what I have to say though. I'm not gonna stop doing that. You never know if that one day, yo, you save your mans, man. Just preach the good preacher, man. These motherfuckers need to hear positive words because even in their music, everything is negative. Even in what they see, everything is negative. Even in what they do, everything is negative. So, you know what I mean? The Good Die Young was always my favorite joints, you know what I'm saying? Because if it feels like that, Soldier Boy going broke, faking a funk. Soldier, another one. Soldier, you pinned yourself in a weird category where you had to try to upkeep this weird upkeep with all your fugazi jewelry. At least I'm saying this shit is fucking stainless steel. This nigga was saying his shit was platinum and gold and shit. Meanwhile, when it was clanking, the shit sounded like forks and knives together. You heard? It's crazy. You don't have to do none of that. Why not buy a real clunky chain and then you buy the Fugazi one you wear outside, right? Get a safe, put the shit in your safe, put some M's in your safe, and then just move like this, yo. Wear the same shirt maybe twice a month, right? 3 times. Like some of these guys buy an outfit and that's it, man. That shit cost them 10 bands and they give it to their mans or whatever. It's like, yo, stop acting like not even billionaires do that goofy shit. So who are y'all to do it? I remember Nelly used to be like, yo, I don't wear the same white tee. Remember when white tees was, yo, I don't wear the same white tee, man. Yo, that could have went through because niggas was copping hands tees, polos even. That wasn't that expensive. But now these motherfuckers is trying to say, yo, I got chrome harsh tees or, yo, these shits is expensive, goofy, overpriced for no reason. I remember when Balenciaga had a garbage bag that they were selling and people bought it for like 20 bands, man. Louis Vuitton did a purse that looked like an airplane, a real airplane. The shit is bulky, goofy. I don't know what you're doing with it. And when you unzip it, it's a little space for like maybe a cell phone. You dumb as hell. That shit was like 100. Another thing, then they did. What's that lady? What's the lady? The daughter of Run DMC. The one that looks like a chipmunk a little bit. Not the one that was with uh what's that rapper? Damn, Yo Gotti. But long story short, she has a conversation with Shay Shay, and she thought it was a flex to be like, I love opening my closet and seeing uh homes in my shit. And he's like, what you mean? Yo, I got Hermes bags, 400K, Birkin, 350, half a million. Shorty, that is not a flex. Those bags don't hold no weight when you resell them. In fact, one bag is good to go. Angela Simmons, good looking NAD. He abused Teddy Riley from Backstreet Daughter. Yeah, he was gonna done. Yup, that's a fact. Soldier goofy, man. And then he don't know how to talk to women too. That's another thing I have with him. I don't got a problem with you being rich and slanging your dingling, right? But it's how you always talk to the women, man. It's how you talk to everybody. You a very disrespectful dude, man. That's why that video where the Bloods was punking you and shit like that. Yeah, that part, man. Not everybody welcomed everywhere. Because they know, real motherfuckers know after this little video clip, you going in your expensive foreign and you're gonna drive back to your expensive house. None of us gain nothing out of it but just being background NPCs. That's not happening no more. That's what these niggas should be saying. You coming to my hood so you could pretend that you live here and you was born? Nah, get out of here, pop. Get out of here, please. Yep, Yo Gotti. Thank you, Nene D. Yup. Shorty flexing. I don't got a problem buying two bags, half a million, 300K. Mama, if you got it, you got it. But it's kind of, and it sucks because that's generational wealth. You wonder where it's going. See, a lot of them think, I could just replace it, just keep getting to the bag. No, the smart thing is, like the white people do, they get to the bag one time, so they out of sight, out of mind, but they don't blow it. Some of these people are blowing generational wealth. Billion, right? Mayweather. A lot of basketball players get signed to 100 million contracts. Uh, millions. We're talking about 20, 30, 40 million. These guys are like, let's say 30, 40. You got 30, 40 M's. A million a year. You could die, man. How much are you spending that you broke? Yeah. Why you think niggas be like, why you like Ocho Cinco? Cause his first years playing for the Bengals, he slept in the facility. He was like, why am I gonna go buy a mansion or apartment? You know what I'm saying? And then he drives a little smart car. I'm not flexing for nobody. All his jewelry was fake. I'm not flexing for nobody. Y'all can't tell the difference anyway. When it comes for celebrity driving past you, oh, look at that nigga. Oh shit. You don't know, nigga. Straight fugazi, man. That's one thing. My biggest gripe. He do that a lot, man. And one day somebody ain't gonna be playing. People ain't playing out there, man. You know what I mean? And then you find out a lot of those guys are paying for the entourages. They getting extorted out their money, man. That part. Why you think they got Nipsey out of here? He was trying to go a different route and not give the bag no more to 500 60s. He was like, yo, my nigga, I should be a real bigger millionaire than I was, man. People don't understand, man. It's not a cool thing to say you for. I know for the music sales and everything, it works in your favor, but in the long haul, it never does. You're gonna have people snitching on you like they doing little dirt case. You're gonna have people look at YNW Melly. Look at all the shit people dealing with, man. Look at my man right here. What a beautiful soul, man. Just doing music, just living life. Came from the gutter, created something off of music, got to them M's, got to the money bag, right? But when you a person like this and you got personality and little swaggy sauce, people gonna get you. People get jealous. They said that man Sean was following him state to state, wherever he was performing, wherever. He was getting into shootouts a lot. They wanted this man dead a long time ago, man. And I find that shit fucked up because he a good kid, man. You never know, you know what I'm saying? But the digging up your op shit, saying you smoking on the dead packs, that shit gonna get you out of here, man. That's an easy way to RIP you. Look at this. Look, remember that story yesterday I told you? I wish the picture was thing, but they show a couch all the way in the back, like let's say, damn, but let's say I'm over here, man. The couch all the way in the corner. The TV set, you see them bullet holes? That shit was even done dirtier. Like the front of the screen has, yo, people are not playing. First of all, first of all, these kids got ARs, automatics. They're not playing with a 357, little guns with 38s, snub nose, even shotgun, bro. Niggas ain't they playing with real artillery, man. Real artillery. And then, New York and a lot of places are making, the way you could how much you could thieve now. Out of like, yo, people just getting yo, y'all, they turning this to Mad Max for real. Yeah. And then, another thing they don't do, yo, there's how many stories they don't talk about oil rigs was getting kidnapped and niggas was stealing oil? Yeah, that part. You know how many times bank robberies per day happen? They don't promote them or show them on the news. Was popping sidewalk. Why? Because they know motherfuckers be like, yo, you could get away with this shit for real. That part. Good looking sidewalk. What's popping cheeseburger? What up, Nanny D? What up, Chorus? What up, world? What's popping, everybody? Amy in the crib. You know how we do. Wife, what's popping? I love everybody. Hope everybody doing well. Thank you for the conversation. I'm gonna go read the one I was there in. Okay, soldier always people. Yeah, talking shit about people. Carson that had him thrown out. Yes. You know what I mean? But it's like it's bugged out, man. It's bugged out, y'all. You know what I mean? I'll be trying to tell folk, man. Stop thinking that you rule this earth, man. Not everybody's playing. Not everybody playing, man. Where's the Amazon truck? They talking about I gotta open the shit, man. Come on, Amazon. Come through. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do me real quick. Oh gosh. Let me go get my little chanclas. Let me see. Hold on. Snoop didn't want another lookalike that was rising so he couldn't be replaced. Yup. Yo, there's a lot of crooked little goofy shit that happens in this entertainment game, man. I swear to Mommyville, man. A lot of goofy shit that happens, man. And then you find out, you got enemies networking with each other just to get you out of here. You understand me? You want to know the whole game hated 50 Cent. Remember that? That's because they knew like, they came in the game. Let me tell you something about the 90s. A lot of rappers, a lot of reasons why they didn't go hardcore was because they wasn't that. You understand me? Buster might have been claiming it a little bit, or we knew D Block was about it. Them niggas was giving niggas hawks to the chest, you heard? Damn, the truck ain't come in yet. I'm outside with the chanclitos, you heard? Yo, what's poppin' sidewalk? Oh, I gotta catch up. But word, man. A lot of these a lot of these rappers aren't who they are. And it's okay though. It's okay. You wanna know what's poppin'? Happy Father's Day, Papa. Talk to me. Yeah, man. I was about to say, Nas Escobar, why Nas always does songs in like a story format? Because he's telling stories about his peoples. So he don't get jammed up and then they be like, oh, you the monster. His brother Jungle was the monster. It's popping, fool. Huh? Yeah, talk to me, huh? Say less. Say less. I got you. Not even, man. Just whenever you ready. All right, say less, Papa. I got you. I got you, baby. I'm gonna drive somebody to the store real quick so they could do them. Amazon. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, everybody. There go Amazon right there. Yeah, let me go do this thing for my peoples. Like I said, man, this ain't my area, so I'm always a good person at heart. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just be a little ride or a little, you know what I'm saying? What's popping? I think the whatever you guys for me, just right side me too. I stay to myself. I have a few friends from, yeah. Sometimes you gotta stay to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? But I like how can I say like I go outside. I don't intentionally, but people gravitate to me. I guess I'm not a bad man, man. Yeah, what's up, man? 100%, man. I already know, man. My boy used to work for them shits. You know what I mean? I got you. It's either Lisa or Jose on that package. But thank you, pa. Yeah, yeah, that's wife. Good looking, man. She hit me right now. She said, "Open the gate." I said, "I got you." That's dope though. Like instead of just driving off, and I appreciate you though. Do your thing, man. Word, man. Yo, have a great day. Nice sneakers, man. Word, man. So let me go get my clothes. I'm gonna bring y'all in this little ride we gonna take just to the store, in and out. Let me go put the other shorts on. Is the balcony closed at least? Yes, sir. Sorry, y'all, but I'd rather not cut off. Let me just do this. This is real life. I'll tell you guys how I do shit in real life, IRL. You know what I mean? People gravitate to me. That's what I was gonna say, y'all. Like, I ain't Mr. Cool. I ain't the illest. But what I do right is appreciate humans. You never know how they built. You never know, nigga. Slap your mustache off and shit. You know what I mean? So then it's always good to do the right thing for folk, especially when folk really need it. You know what I'm saying? Who am I? Who am I, man? Who am I to say other? You know what I'm saying? Yo, good looking everybody on the thumbs up. What's poppin'? Yo, in fact, let me do that. Let me go and come back. All right, y'all? Yo, my bad for ending this quick, but I appreciate everybody. I'm sorry we ain't, I'm gonna do it better, man. Sorry, everybody. Yo, like and subscribe. $8, random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. You know what the fuck going on? I appreciate the thumbs up. I appreciate the conversation. And Amazon ain't what it is. Here we go. I hope everyone is well. Snoop didn't want another look like. That's a fact. Look at the basketball player, Delonte West. Yes, nigga turned out homeless and drugged up. And then they always hitting. You know what I mean? You know me, I got a heart. I feel, you know what I mean? Like you my peoples, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely hate stuff like this because we always have great conversations and shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what it is? Like y'all watching me put the sakis on, saquitos. But yo, one love, everybody. You know how I do, man. I give it up. I post something like letting you know I got, everything went safe and shit like that. But word, man. I appreciate everybody. Like I said, like and subscribe, hit that share button, let my shit get out there. Somebody start clipping my lives. We be saying some shit. And another cool thing I do that I didn't even notice? I be reading y'all things and saying y'all names. So even in my lives, people know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Cause I be like, yo, what up, Nene D? You know what I'm saying? I be saying, yo, what up, B? But take care of business, fam. I got you. Thank you. I'm always doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Just driving to the store and we back. But yo, I appreciate everybody. Bye later. Yo, Darius, we miss you, B. We miss you, Christy. I hope everybody doing good. Baby, I love you. 11:11 is around the corner. You know how that go. And I'm gonna drive and get back safe. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you for rocking with the kid. For real, for real. Have a great day, y'all. Bye. Later, y'all. Nene, take care. Have a great day, Nene D. Bye, everybody. Hey, man. Hey, later, Nene.